Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome. I am delighted to be here today with OCC Living. OCC stands for Operation Community Care. And I'm happy as the founder of Circulate Black to be aligned with this mission, which started based on looking at a back to school time where kids needed supplies for school, mothers were needing diapers for their children, resources were needed because rents were high and everything like that, and they've come together to make sure that some of those resources are available to the community. And being that there's a black founder, of course, I wanted to align with this black founder, Ms. Jeanette Berry, as we go ahead and move forward to recognize people at Circulate Black. And she invited me here, and I am honored to be here to represent and also talk about some of the things that we do and how we have community efforts as well, not only just for the black community, but also in business, and also expanding to some other resources that we might find helpful. So in this moment, I just want to say thank you to OCC Living for inviting me. Thank you for all of you who showed your support. Thank you for the Palladium for their support to support the foundation and everything that OCC Living is doing. So that's it. Thank you so much. Now, why am I here? Well, I'm here to just let you guys know about Circulate Black. Circulate Black is a platform I built to make sure that we are encouraging each other to circulate wealth in the black community. You know, circulate the black dollar. You've heard that, right? So with that, I want to make sure we had a resource online because oftentimes in technology, our people are left behind, right? We contribute a lot. Resources come from us. Hey, as a matter of fact, our culture and our swag is always copied, right? But when it comes to resources that come back to us, it doesn't come back to us at a level that we need it to. And one of the reasons is because we don't practice the group economics to circulate that wealth back into our own communities. So I wanted to make sure that I had a platform to do so. And with this, in order for me to learn what the pulse of the black community needed and what black businesses needed and how we needed to come together, I had a few years where I was able to build the websites and the platforms for black chambers of commerce, a few of them across the United States. That became my subject matter, those members became my subject matter experts to help me get a pulse and an understanding on what is needed in the black community, what is needed in black business, and how we can be a resource to each other, and how as a company we could be a resource to all, okay? So I want to give thanks, take this time to thank Vita Jeffrey. Vita Jeffrey was the founder of the Heartland St. Louis Black Chamber of Commerce, aligned with the Heartland Chamber of Commerce in Kansas City. She put me in alignment with Mr. Ron Busby with the U.S. Black Chambers in D.C., and we also were the company selected to also manage the Greater Washington Black Chamber of Commerce website, to build, rebuild, manage it, and everything like that. So as the years went on and things changed and administrations changed and leaderships changed, then now it was time, even though I had Circulate Black built back then, now it was time to move into a space where we can give these services and resources to everyone nationwide, right? So I took that time, that opportunity. I took the pulse, the culture, the love, the business, the need in St. Louis. I understood and recognized that same need is across America, in Dallas, Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, Atlanta, San Antonio even, New York, Miami, you name it, Los Angeles, even Denver, Colorado, just cities all over the place where there's Baltimore, Baltimore, Maryland in the DMV area. So based on what I learned, based on what I saw, the events I went to, the people I talked to, the hugs that were given, the resources that I was able to team up with them as they provided resources to the community, I was able to see that, and I said, digitally, we need a space online where we can collaborate and do all of this and continue this work even with the chambers, outside of the chambers, and even within our local communities. So then, even though Circulate Black was built years ago, initially, I was able to add more and streamline the platform more so that we can offer those services today to you. And so now today, circulateblack.com is a place that you can go and sign up for free to get these resources. One thing that is important, I think we all know this, as Americans and specifically as Black Americans, whenever there are accomplishments that we make, contributions that we make in this economy, sometimes that history is suppressed, it's silenced, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want us showing it to show our children, to acknowledge that, hey, listen, you are a king, you are a queen, you are creative, you are an innovator, you are a resource hub. You know, those things are important for our children to see, but they'll silence us on social media networks. We put our news out, and they'll suppress it or change the story. Well, there are large propaganda engines out there, as you realize, especially within this administration, that has awakened a certain group of people who are aimed at silencing us and stopping every progression that we've done. There's a propaganda engine out there that wants to silence us. Well, not anymore. I'm tired of that. And I said, on our platform, you can post the news, we can tell our stories, and we don't have to worry about it getting silenced by a propaganda engine whose aim is to make sure that Americans, by far and large, don't know what our contributions are, you know, where the source of things come from. Well, we can do that, and we can share that information on Circulate Black. I have a social media network that's in there that allows us to do it. It works like any other social media network. You can post, comment, share, like, you know, create groups, invite others and everything, put your videos up, put your links to news stories that are worthy to talk about what's going on in our community. As well, if you're a business owner and you're on there, it creates a space for us to all come together and collaborate with each other, trade ideas, trade business, do business, you know, actually order and pay for services from each other. Work with each other as we perfect our crafts and perfect our products and our services and whatnot. We come into that engine in order to do that. And we could do that without worrying about a propaganda engine silencing us, right? We can speak our language. We can speak our news. What I think about when we come together and when we share money within our own communities, I think about one thing that happens. If you've ever been on a plane flight, they tell you, should there be a sudden drop in air cabin pressure, you'll see masks drop down from the overhead. Place the mask on yourself before you place it on your child or help someone else. Well, that's kind of the concept behind Circulate Black, for the Black community, that is. Think about it. You're not going to come out of your hard-earned income. You're not going to come out of your resources to go and pay someone else's mortgage or someone else's rent from your source mortgage money, you know, before you help your own household, right? You want to make sure that your household is in order, your household is straight. When God blesses you, He blesses you and pours into your cup. And then what runneth over out of that cup is what you can bless and give to others as you help them. So that's the idea that I look at when I look at circulating wealth in the Black community, circulating the Black dollar, making sure that we patronize each other first and foremost to keep the money circulating before it goes outwards. Because what happens is our community can get built and will be stronger in business, stronger in all of the things that make an economy. So, you know, agriculture, there's a big push now, and there are a few Black-owned grocers across the United States. We have Black-owned farmers and everything. The beauty industry, we have Black owners. I just recently read a story about there are a couple of Black owners who purchased a beauty supply chain from a Korean family or whatnot, you know, a Korean-owned company. So now we're into these spaces. When we have ownership, We can dictate, we can direct, and we can grow in order to orchestrate how our resources are given to our community, right? And with that ownership, now we also know what we need. You know, it's not coming from someone outside, and we can have that money circulated so our products can get better, our services can get better. You know, we need that revenue as Black business owners to make sure that we can get better and offer better products and services to the community. One of the other things that I'm looking at is making sure that this platform becomes a spot for us to do real estate, not only just commercial, not just flipping a few houses, but also high-rise buildings, touching all industries, transportation, health, education, technology. We talked about agriculture and grocery. We already have the spiritual basis down. We have beautiful worship facilities and everything, but beyond that, we want to get into public utilities, electricity and water and all of that. So that's where the brainchild comes here to make sure that we can support each other first and foremost and keep the money circulating in our community. Now, I'm going to start saying some numbers here that you've heard before. Our buying power is up to 1.4 trillion. I've heard one say $1.6 trillion a year. Now imagine if that amount of buying power, even just at a margin of that, was circulated back into our community. Well, you know what happens to that money? They say it leaves our community within 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 6 hours. When you think about other communities, have their money circulating within theirs 21 days and some up to 30 days. Imagine how powerful that would be if we are patronizing ourselves and growing our own communities, because there's revenue there. And when there's revenue there, there's leverage to get funding, to grow and buy new buildings and start new businesses and everything like that, because the power of the value of the revenue circulation is there and it warrants it, right? It gives us a larger valuation. So that's my mindset behind what we do there. Now, when it comes to doing business, of course, you want to be seen. I have the Black Business Directory there. So log on to circulateblack.com for free. List your business, because right now all the early adopters are getting in for free, okay? I made sure that this is available to you. List your business in whatever industry it is. If your industry is not listed, make sure you hit contact and let us know and we'll put it in there. We have a marketplace that kind of works like a big one that you have that many people use that have packages delivered to their door, right? Well, if you want to set up an online store, we have the Circulate Black Marketplace. And you can upload and sell your products online from our marketplace, with your own store in our marketplace. Now, some of us are getting started, or we have ideas, we have projects, and our projects that we have need funding. So where do we go when we mostly go to get funds, when we want to get funds from other people to help us? There's one site that's out there that everyone uses, and I'll say this, they use that site when we don't have money to, unfortunately, lay our loved ones to rest, okay? But that's called crowdfunding. Well, we have a crowdfunding platform there, and I made sure that I put it there with the idea that businesses need startup capital. Projects and ideas need to get off the ground. Sometimes you just need some scale money and whatnot. So you can set up your campaign and push it out to all of your followers and say, hey, listen, this is where, if you believe in what we do, this is where you can come and make your contribution to help us reach our goal of however many thousands of dollars or whatnot, so that we can move into the next level. So that's the crowdfunding platform we have on Circulate Black. We call it Activate Black because we want to activate Blackness along the way. Those of you who are event promoters, we have an event listing platform and we can sell tickets. So if you want to list your events, you can still do that for free, especially for all of our early adopters. So go to circulateblack.com right now, sign up right now, get into the system, and post your events. If you have any type of event, post it there so that people can see. And we do our job on our backside. When we see events, we actually promote them and push them out as well. Okay, so you're not alone when you join the platform. And if you need to sell tickets, give us a call, holler at us, drop a email or fill out a contact form, and then we could talk about the terms of that. And then finally, we want to make sure that we have careers available to us. Okay, so Black careers or Black community careers is what we call it. They're on Circulate Black. So for those of you who are employers, you can post your jobs right now. You can post them for free. Because like I said, our early adopters, we're growing the platform and we want you to be able to utilize the platform and whatnot. And post the jobs openings that you have. It's really simple and everything. So you just join Circulate Black. Go to circulateblack.com, or you can go to join.circulateblack.com. And then when you do that, set up your profile and go into any of those areas and submit your resources. Go and talk and communicate amongst the social network. Make sure your business is in the directory. If you sell products, make sure you're in the marketplace. If you need funding, set up a crowdfunding campaign, share that link out. If you want to post your events, post your events. And if you have jobs, post those jobs and everything. So because we want to be a resource to one another. You know, they make jokes about Black jobs. Well, put those Black jobs right here. How about that? So, yeah, those are the things that we're doing. And as we have fundraisers, I'm going to team up with Ms. Jeanette Berry here and, have her, each one teach one, right? So have her teach me how to do this process and be more of a resource. And as we're going and asking for funding as well as we grow to go ahead and provide these resources, then we can actually put on the forefront, Circulate Black, OCC Living, or any other organization as the ones who are providing this, right? So this is deep from my heart. This is something that was given for me from our Father God in heaven above. And I just want to make sure that we're a resource. I want to make sure that we grow. I want to make sure that you grow. I want to make sure that you have a free and open space that's comfortable, safe, and protected, that we can do business with one another. We can support each other in the community. We can communicate, tell our stories, tell the news. We can know where our events are and attend those events and just support and keep the money circulating within our Black community. We urge you to come on board and make that happen. So once again, I am A.T. Holt. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but hey, if I didn't say it, now it's not about me. It was about the mission. But A.T. Holt, I'm the founder of CirculateBlack.com. The way I started this is through my company, Kashandi Technology Incorporated. We are a digital web service, maintenance service, marketing service, live streaming service, anything you need digitally to grow your business online, from just getting a website to building a whole application to run your business virtually, digitally. That's what we do. And if you need creatives, then we support the technology and also create some of the creatives for graphics, graphic design, and print as well. So pretty much an end-to-end solution from the technology side for everything that a business needs. And we need more businesses like mine out there. So if you're a business that offers those types of services, I want to see you on Circulate Black. Circulate Black, I will end with saying this. It's really open to everyone who is Black, who wants to do business with Black, who wants to buy from Black or sell to Black, and be a resource for Black people as we are resources for the world. So thank you. I appreciate Jeanette Berry for this time. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you're inspired. I want to see you on CirculateBlack.com, because this is how we circulate Black, and from one great mind to the next.
Thank you for watching Live with OCC. Today I had two groups of people that came in and co-host for us, and we want to thank each one of them. And hopefully for the first one, women, hopefully you got something out of it, because menopause is real. The second one is for Black businesses, and hopefully you enjoyed AT. So thank you all for coming out today and just blessing the people with your knowledge and your information. So again, for the kids, happy school year, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.